Welcome back to my live. We're talking about football here, and today I want to talk about Hurricanes buyback clause that Tottenham has reactivated. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong with this kind of team. Hurricane is performing very well in uh, in Bayern Munich, but right now, I think there was a buyback clause for Tottenham. They just put it there without the knowledge of these other guys. I don't know if they did not know or it's just like that. But Hurricane has been stated that Tottenham has signed, or Tottenham have already given out the buyback clause. So it's going to be tough for this guy. Let us see what will happen. Let the guy just play where he is. He's performing well, scoring goals, breaking records. I know he's going also to lead his team in a Champions League run, but Bayern are not going to win, but they are going to be close. So let this guy enjoy his time in Bayern Munich. It's quite a shame that a team like Tottenham can put that buyback clause in a contract of a big player like Hurricane. But it is that this is, apart from us saying it's football, this is us saying it's also about money, and it's also about the quality of player. Has Tottenham Hotspur replaced Hurricanes kind? Has Tottenham Hotspur gotten another player who can play like Hugh Minson? No, they have not, and they are seeing that, and that's why they are activating the buyback clause of Hurricane. We'll see what will happen next. So last weekend, we we are privileged to watch one of the most entertaining games in the Premier League, which some of the games did not go as we expected. First of all, let us go straight to the Chelsea versus Liverpool game. I personally thought that Chelsea were going to win in that game, but no, I personally thought that Liverpool were going to win in that game, but shock on me. I also, in my prediction in my videos that I usually take and post in TikTok and YouTube, I said that Liverpool are going to win, a narrow win over 1-0 for those guys, but shock on me. They did that did not happen. The guy went the Chelsea played, went ahead and scored in the last minutes of the game. I know now Liverpool fans or supporters, you feel the pain that some of us feel when you score in the 90th minute plus. I mean, we are hate watching and you guys score in the 90th minute plus 5. Oh, Gumoa, oh, Ikitike. We'll see what happens next. But bravo to Chelsea. That was a quite good play. I did not see. This is a type of Chelsea that we should revere. But as long as us as Manchester United bet them the previous game, I don't care whether there were 10 men. Also, us were 10 men. Yeah, whether they are missing. Who is this guy? Called Palmer. Whether they were missing him or not, we also are missing some of our key players. All right, so we bet them, they bet Liverpool, meaning even us, we can beat Liverpool. But hey, let me not just go out of the bracket and start saying things like that. We're still shitty, we're still playing, not the play is not good. The fact that we are celebrating that we won against Sunderland just tells us one thing, that we still need to put up the effort. Sunderland is not a team that Manchester United should be celebrating winning. This takes me back to the time when Alex Ferguson was there. These are kind of wins which we do not need to talk about. But right now, in the situation that we are, every game counts. Every win counts, every draw counts. So, Manchester United, pull up your socks. The next thing, let me repeat what I just said. Hurricane, the buyback. There was a buyback clause for Hurricane that Tottenham has activated, which is quite weird. Why would a team like that want Hurricane, and Hurricane is performing quite incredibly in Bayern Munich? Why wouldn't they let this guy just go on playing, showing people the talent, breaking records? I mean, this guy has broken how many records so far while playing in Bayern Munich? Then the greedy Tottenham have gone ahead. I've heard from other news that there was a fine print there that dictated that after almost a season or two in Bayern Munich, they can activate their buyback clause, which is weird, and which it should not have been there, and they should just let him play there. But on the other hand, I get Tottenham because since Hurricane left, which kind of player have they replaced him with? Nah, no one. Son Heung-min Son left. He also left last season, and they have not replaced that kind of a player. So I get Tottenham trying to activate the buyback clause, but we'll see what will happen. Moving away from football, let us talk about the one and only LeBron James. I've been seeing some edits in TikTok that he's going to retire. This guy is a god in the basketball world. I follow basketball, and I'm a fan of Golden State Warriors. If you know Golden State Warriors, then you know this one named Seth. You know this one named Stephen Curry, and Stephen Curry has stated that his brother is going to join him back. His brother who is in Hornets is going to join him in Golden State Warriors. Let us see what will happen, because that will be a reunion of siblings. Seth Curry from Hornets and Stephen Curry in Golden State Warriors. I mean, both of them are very good players. Let us see how they link up, how they'll play. And the guys who usually talk about that Stephen Curry is not the greatest point guard of all time, and they are comparing him with Magic Johnson, it doesn't make sense, because he is the greatest player of my generation. That's the player I've seen playing. That's the player I've seen winning golden. He's the guy who changed the game. He's the guy who made people go to when Steph has the ball and tries to shoot. For three defenders or three players on the other team go to defend that ball or to close up that ball. So he's one of our greatest players of all time. LeBron James. People are comparing LeBron James to Michael Jordan. To be the greatest of all time, you don't have to compare people. Yeah, the same thing like in football when they talk about Messi and Ronaldo, the greatest of all time. Let us just enjoy the time that they have right now. Let us enjoy the goals they are scoring in these ages that they are in. I mean, take the time and breathe in and enjoy while the time still lasts, or else it's going to pass you. Back to basketball. If LeBron retires, I mean, he has accomplished everything. If his name is supposed to be in the book of records right now, or in the Hall of Fame. You cannot compare LeBron James to Michael B. Jordan. Not Michael B. Jordan. Oh my God, to Michael Jordan. You know why? This guy is a franchise. Michael Jordan he has, even here in Africa, we wear his shoes. So imagine the influence this guy has in the basketball world. His name is alone. His things that are being sold. That guy is still the greatest of all time, and we can just put LeBron there in the second best or in the same par. Okay, both of them are the greatest players in the basketball world. And the greatest point guard of all time is Stephen Curry. He has broken all records. He has beaten Magic Johnson's, not the rings or what. He has even beaten LeBron James in the rings. He has more games. He has won more championships compared to LeBron James. He has won more championships compared to Magic Johnson. So I don't know why these people are comparing these two kind of players. Now, back to football again. That's how I'll be interchanging in this live. Football, the game West Ham against Arsenal, it was such a shame. I had Bowen as a striker in my FPL, and again he gave me two, and I just wanted him to score one goal and spoil the defense system of other guys I was competing with in the FPL, but it seems like Arsenal are really in a good form. Let us see what will happen. And injuries do not face them right now, because the depth of that squad. If Saka gets injured, Madueke is there. If Odegaard gets injured, Eze is there, or Zubimendi is there. Yeah. If their number 9 Gyökeres gets injured, Havertz is there, Merino is there. This team is lethal. They have been building this, and I'm happy for that team. As much as I hate them, I always love the play. I always love the game, and above all, You are a fan of football you're a fan of football first. You have to enjoy football all round, not just your team and all. Don't be If you want to know or to analyze football well, just state and stick by your team, and also be able to have an open mind that you can also talk to other people about other games and other teams. Arsenal right now, tough. We'll see the next game how they'll perform. Manchester City, don't count that team out. You just saw what Haaland does. He scores in every game. Right now, he's the best number 9 in the world. Okay, not in the world. In the Premier League right now, he's the best number 9 in the Premier League. The only number 9 right now that I can put ahead, the only number 9s that I can put ahead of Erling Haaland right now, there are two just number 9s, which is Kylian Mbappe and what is this guy's name? And Hurricane, yeah, because what Hurricane is doing, 21 goals in 12 games. Hurricane, bravo, another record being broken. You're now seeing the goals and the assists that we usually used to see when Messi and Ronaldo are competing in the La Liga, and that's what I want to see. Hurricane, greatest number 9 of all time. Yeah, one of the greatest number 9 of all time. Now, let us go back to what was I talking about? The brilliance of Bournemouth versus Fulham. That game, I was just sitting in my sitting room watching that game, and I was surprised the way these guys are playing. Bournemouth in the 78th minute, they were shitty. You knew they were going to be beaten in that game. You just felt it somehow, somewhere, that this guy are going to be beaten. Then there comes this brilliant, special, magnificent. I don't know how I can describe that. It was just pure magic. The way Antoine Semenyo, the way Antoine Semenyo just moved with that ball was magical. Going through those two defenders to the byline and moving that ball, yeah, you could just see something special there. And that finish was clinical, was superb, was sweet. Did you see how in the middle of the foot of the goalkeeper, and in a corner, in an angle where most players do not score when a keeper has already covered the goalpost? That's how Antoine Semenyo made Bournemouth to be in front. And you cannot tell me that he's the guy who led that team to win. Apart from Clivert. Clivert's goal was something else. Welcome this guy back from injury. He just went ahead. He scores that. I don't know how he does it, but he scores outside the box, outside the defense box. I don't know how he does it. Then in the last minutes of the game, 90th plus 3 or something, Anton Semenyo, they had a breakthrough. Then there was a pass to Anton Semenyo, and guess who scored? Anton Semenyo, of course. He scored that goal, and Bournemouth won that game 3-1. But that game, I've not seen any game that is okay, except that the game of Liverpool versus Chelsea. But the game in Friday, Bournemouth versus Fulham. There is no game that has reached at that level. Let me just say that game was fantastic. It had all the ups and downs. Fulham really played well. Sessegnon with the pass, with the goal. It was strategic. It had everything. But if a team is good, it's good. If a team is bad, it's bad. Crystal Palace versus Everton, another big game in the weekend. I felt bad for Crystal Palace. Why? Because they just, I don't know what happened, but they had almost 4 clear chances of a goal scoring opportunity, and they did not take it. And when you are playing in the Premier League right now and you don't take chances, you are done for. You're playing in the Premier League right now and you don't take chances of scoring goals. Can you subscribe and follow? Then you'll be beaten. That's clear. You'll just come and regret it. Let us go to the first goal that they scored, Munoz. Oh yeah, Galatasaray. Let us go to the first goal that Munoz scored. Yeah, that was a superb game against Pickford. Yeah, Galatasaray bet Liverpool very badly. But I'm talking about Crystal Palace versus Everton. That goal was good. The next thing that happened was they had 4 clear chances. The one that Mateta missed Sarr came and brought Pickford just where he wanted. Then he passed the ball to an open goal. Ah, and then they missed that goal. So their 19 winning streak went just like that, and I'm feeling bad for these kind of players, for this kind of team, because they had the potential to continue going on being one of the best teams in the Premier League right now. But don't get mistaken that Crystal Palace were beaten, that any team can beat them. I think that was just a lack of judgment, and football is football. Sometimes you get beaten, sometimes you don't. Yeah. Let us go to the. This guy is talking about Liverpool versus Galatasaray. I mean, I feel bad for Liverpool. Why? Because if you saw the news and you saw the TikTok that came out just before the game, the previous night, what happened is that the Galatasaray fans and supporters just went to the villa or the flats that the Liverpool fans and players were playing, and just made noise throughout the night up to in the early mornings. Just you can imagine the mental stature or the mental trauma this kind of making noise and jeering can make to a player who's going to play a big game tomorrow away. So that really affected, if you don't get enough rest, especially if you're a footballer, you're not going to perform well. Your mind is not going to be clear enough to see the chances, to see the places to play. And of course, that was a great play for that was a great play for Galatasaray. They knew what they were doing, and the stadium was crazy. I've never had that kind of noise before. You thought that Anfield has the greatest fans. Now I've known Galatasaray is one of the best supporters, has one of the best fan base in the world, because even me, when I was watching that game, the noise was too much. I even reduced the noise on my television because it was crazy. Even Mohamed Salah closed his ears. You cannot even play, you cannot even hear your fellow player in that field. Bravo to Galatasaray. Yeah, yeah. Avala King. All right. So that is that in the game Liverpool versus Galatasaray in the Champions League, and I think that was the beginning. Before that, the game where Crystal Palace beat them 2-1. I think that was the beginning of their downfall. From the Premier League to the Champions League, now again to the Premier League, being beaten by Chelsea in the 90th minute plus. And if you have noticed something, the same way they were scoring in the 90th minutes plus something and winning games. And I was wondering, I even made a video talking about that. Why are these guys scoring the last minute plus of the game? What are they doing? Then people in the comment section in my TikTok and YouTube were telling me that the spirit of Diego Jota is working. Yeah, it might have been working, but now it sometimes it dictates luck. Let us go back to last year or last season when Man City were Man City, when Man City were tough, when Man City were winning games. They had a 10 games winning streak, I think, in the Premier League, not in the other. They had a 10 winning gaming streak. Just tell me why they were, especially their downfall just began when Rodri got injured, and they were also they were not that strong. They were also winning in the 90th minute plus something, 90th minute plus something. So when you see a team winning in the 90th minute plus something, it's not that they are very brilliant. It's just that they are lacking something that they cannot win in their. Sometimes most of the time it's luck. All right. So that happened in Liverpool, and well, Liverpool are right now number 2, and can also be removed there. But let us see in the next games how they'll play. As the pundits and the supporters, how many points do you think Galatasaray will collect? Galatasaray, okay. Galatasaray beating Liverpool does not really dictate that they are going to compete fine in the Champions League, but they'll get good points. I'm telling you, they'll go to some levels, but they won't reach maybe in the quarters or in the semi-finals of these games. But they'll get a good amount of games or a good amount of points. Yeah, they're playing Galatasaray at home in their own stadium. Crazy. I revere that place. Even Manchester United, we played against them some couple of seasons ago, but it was not that loud. I don't know, they were ready for war. You can know people when they were ready for war. Galatasaray did it, and well, good for them. So I was talking about how winning the last minutes of the game does not really dictate that you are the best team and you have the everything and whatnot. Even the pundits were telling that, you know what, champions always find a way. Yes, champions find a way, but at some point you'll have to notice it's not the brilliance of the talent, but sometimes it's 50-50. It's luck, it's tiresome, it is just sometimes strategic. So it's 50-50. Sometimes it's luck, sometimes the team is good. So when I saw Liverpool started winning, almost when the Premier League started, almost all the games that they have played, they just won in the last minutes against Bournemouth, in the last minutes of the game. It just tells you that it is coming. The losses are coming, and they have started flowing. With Nketiah's 90th plus win, with Estavio, that youngster from Brazil, of Chelsea, winning that game in the last 90th minute plus 5. You can get what I'm saying. Liverpool, if they don't change the strategy right now, let me just laugh. It's not going to be it's not going to be easy. Ah, my team, Arsenal. Not my team. Oh shit! No, oh my God! Not my team. My team is Manchester United, the great Manchester United. My brother's team, Arsenal. This team right now looks just incredible. It has the depth. If Saliba gets injured, guess who's there? Mascara. If Gabriel gets injured, Timber is there. I mean, they have the depth, and if this season they don't win the Premier League, it's done for. They're not going to repeat the same thing that they are doing right now, because they are used to finish in the second place. I don't know. Let Arsenal continue competing, and let us see what will happen in the Premier League. Right now, it is what's the time? So at 15, it's my time to clock out. Till next time, guys, subscribe, like, and follow. This live is only dedicated to athletics and football, from basketball to tennis to the tracks and all that. And I have to end the live there, but it has been nice, and thank you for joining my live. Like, subscribe, and follow.